D'Angelo Russell and Julius Randle joined Brandon Ingram on the USA Select team at training camp in Las Vegas. A lot of tough but exciting matchups for the young Lakers in those USA scrimmages, and some coaching from the NBA's elite like Greg Popovich, who was a Select team leader. Russell talked about the experience and the opportunity.
I don't know how to explain it, but the amount of talent that's on the floor at the same time, 5 guys on the floor that can do pretty much everything, it's unbelievable. So, I don't know, just getting an opportunity to compete is the biggest thing for me.
Yeah, I'm fun.
Yeah, definitely.
What about the part about, like, you know, here you are with other guys that are first, second year, third year in the league. There's 20, 25 of you guys out here getting to know each other.
And I feel like everybody still has that edge, trying to compete against the next guy. If it's a one-on-one drill or a shooting drill, shooters try to slide to their spots and try to compete. It's just all competition here. At the same time, you still want to, I don't know, be together as a team and represent USA.
That's been great. Competing against the best guys. Not only, you know, guys that we kind of came in and draft with, but, you know, obviously, you know, all-stars, you know, superstars, you know, of our league. So it's been great.
You worked a lot on your mid-range game. You look real comfortable out there. Do you feel pretty good out there when you're in those kind of situations?
Absolutely. You know, it's just preparation. Put a lot of work into it so far throughout the summer, and I'm just going to keep getting better at it. And I think the key for me is to continue the same work ethic throughout the season, and, you know, I feel like I'll be fine. Is there a different confidence in it for you than there was, say, a year ago? No question. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think the confidence is just something that it grows year in, year out. Every year you get better at it, you get better at it, you get better at it, and then, you know, eventually, you know, it's just kind of a no thinking thing. You just pull it. Well, what's next for you August, September, once this ends?
Man, I don't even know what month it is, man.
I know, it's July and you've been doing nothing but playing.
Yeah, we've been moving so much, but I don't know, it's grind time right now. Just really getting prepared for the season, getting that chemistry on and off the floor with some of my teammates and my coaches. It's all new to us, you know, so we got a whole new staff. Just that chemistry is what's going to get us over the hump this year, so it won't be like a rebuilding year or anything.
Okay, so Russell gets to play against all these top point guards, Kyle Lowry, Kyrie Irving, and then he also gets to play against his peers, you know, Devin Bookers of the world and stuff. What can he take away from this?
I'm going to go with the first group there, the 2Ks. You know, you've got Kyle Lowry, one of the best three-point shooters in the game. I believe he was averaging about 3 a game after last season. That's pretty good numbers right there. Maybe he sees how he frees himself behind the arc without the ball. I mean, maybe a little bit nuanced type of thing as far as, because we know D'Angelo likes to shoot the 3. And from Kyrie Irving, you know, maybe he gets a little bit more off the court. Maybe he gets a leadership tip or two from a recent NBA champion.
He was chatting him up yesterday.
Yeah, no doubt. And, you know, Kyrie works the pick and roll. Maybe D'Angelo figures out a way to save a step or two just by watching Kyrie with the ball over the next week or so.
You know, important to talk to the players, certainly. And then also, I heard Greg Popovich speaking about D'Angelo Russell, and he said he was really impressed with just how he sees the court, his brain, his mind, kind of his court vision. And that's something that I think we'll continually see more, because his rookie year, he didn't do as much as you might have thought. I think there are reasons for that, though. Kobe Bryant was on the floor a lot. The offense kind of ran through him. Lou Williams had the ball a lot. Jordan Clarkson had the ball a lot. And those guys are all kind of attack guards where the ball isn't necessarily moving. And I think Russell's going to take much better advantage of the system that Luke Walton's going to put in. And we're going to see that, the court sense that he has, emerge more. And he can work on that with USA.
Mike, you've got to like what you saw from him in Summer League. I know you were out there for like 37 days or, you know, however long it lasted.
And yet I'm not that tan. Right? Yeah,
a lot of indoor time, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You've got to like what you saw from him against younger players his age. I mean, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, he was terrific there. I thought that he and Devin Booker were the 2 best guards. Now, Booker only played for 2 games. He showed his talent, of course, last year. But I think that people are sleeping a little bit on Russell. We got to remember they drafted him second for a reason. He is on the trajectory to being an all-star if you compare him to all the guys that are currently all-stars when they were 19. His numbers are right there. So we got to remember that.
Julius Randle will be going into his 3rd year, but really only his 2nd year of playing basketball in the NBA. And you can't really have a Julius discussion without talking about his mid-range. And when I was out in Vegas for those 2 days, I watched him probably shoot in scrimmages 6 or 7 times from mid-range, and he made probably half of them.
You got a nice J. What'd you think?
Well, here's what I think.
Yeah.
Here's the difference from last year and this year. He looked comfortable doing it. Does that make sense? Like he wasn't like he had to think about it. It wasn't like he wanted to drive, but they were 5 feet off him. He got it in rhythm, shot it. That told me in his mind, he's been working on it. He's more comfortable with it. And he's confident. And that's what I asked him, and you heard him say, yeah, I mean, it's a world of difference. So I'm not saying it's going to be a progression, guys. He's not going to come out this year and shoot 60%, but he's starting to feel comfortable from there, and that's the key.
Yeah, you know, Julius recently called me a jokester on Twitter, so I'm going to try to step a little lightly here.
Did you ever talk to him about that?
No, I haven't seen him since then, actually. maybe I'll.
It was. I mean, it wasn't quite a beef though. It sounded like more like a misunderstanding.
Yeah, it's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
And
I wish it was a beef.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
Beef would have been fun though.
Yeah, for me it would have been great.
I don't think it was.
You like the beefs, right? Laker
it
Insider
depending.
versus Laker Reporter.
Love 'em.
Oh, well, that was him proliferating. Yeah. Trying to push that one.
I like that fire. Well, we'll keep it burning. I think that, last year, like kind of what you were saying, a lot of times Julius was hesitant. He would see the shot, they'd kind of be laying off him, and he'd kind of do a little bit of this, and by the time he took it, he kind of lost focus, or the defender would have moved in on him a little bit more, and he just never seemed to gel. But it's encouraging, if you're a Laker fan, to hear your report based on his, half dozen, maybe a little bit more shots that you saw him take. And there's one, obviously, and we don't know if it went in or not.
That one went in.
Okay, it seemed like it went in. He seemed pretty confident there. He had the hero walk back toward the basket. He can only get better, again, in these type of situations. I mean, Draymond Green was on him a lot, and that's a pretty good player right there.
Yeah, and Green couldn't shoot his first couple years in the league either, and now he's making threes in his 4th, 5th year. So Randle,
he had 6 threes in Game 7.
Yeah, and so Randle still a double-double, still a very productive player, just because he's so strong and he's so quick for how big he is. You don't see bodies like that too often. So the jumper's going to get a little better every year. I think you made the good point though. The comfortability, that's part of it. Because once you get that, then the defense can't sag the same way.
Yep.
Even if the shot's not going in every time, you've got some good rebounders to go in and chase after. So I think Randle's going to be, he's another one of the guys like Russell, where there's that clear flaw in the game, but it's going to get better.